Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. I know I don't post long form a lot, but I decided that I was going to make a video on how to make these little acapella arrangements that you see all over TikTok and everywhere, but they have all the 6 parts. If you clicked on this video, it's probably because you sing a little bit and you would like to make one of these arrangements, but every time you do, it sounds like crap. I've been there too, but I have made a couple pretty successful, pretty decent sounding arrangements of some popular songs with just my own voice on GarageBand. So I decided I'd pass along my knowledge and teach you guys how to do that. So the song I'm going to be using to demonstrate this is probably one of the easiest songs to make a cappella, and that is The Lion Sleeps Tonight from The Lion King. And now I need to figure out what key I'm going to be singing in. So I'm going to go over to the piano. And that's in G major, so I'm going to pick G major. All right, now we have GarageBand open. I've turned off the metronome. I've turned up my volume so I can hear myself. Now, the reason it's important to know what key it is because we're going to go up here to the top and change the key to, we just found out the song that I'm doing is going to be in G major, right? And I'll show you why that's important later. So now I'm just going to record that first bass line. Right, so I just needed to record a decent bit of that because I can always loop it if I want as well. Now we're going to go to the next one and do a little harmony to that. I'm going to go a third above. Those sound decently fine together. But what I'm going to do is take each track, because they sound a little bit flat, and I'm going to go to the bottom right here and take reverb up to about 30%. Now, I'm not going to do it too high for this song because this isn't a super echoey, ethereal song. This is a more happy song, but we don't want our vocals to sound flat, so we're going to turn on reverb. Now, I do want a lower line, but I can't sing much lower, so here's how I'm going to do that. It's not auto-tune. It's kind of auto-tune. So I've set it in G major. Right now, watch, since I've already recorded 2 tracks, watch what happens if I take that key and I move it up to B major. Now listen to how these sound. Right, they've changed, right? It moved them up, which means if I record at this level, I could do a little bit of a lower part, and that could bring it back down, and that part that is recorded will go down with it. So now that I've recorded that, watch what happens when we move this back down to G major. Right, we have that super low line now. That sounds cool. Now, it sounds a little bit robotic, so I'm going to quiet it slightly, turn the reverb up on it again. Now, the next step, I'm going to take all of these tracks that I just recorded, right? And I'm going to go to the pencil over here on the side, go to track, and now we have these pitch correction options. Now, on the solo, if you were singing a solo line, I would not recommend doing this, but because these are all blending together, there's no reason why we shouldn't pitch correct them a little bit, right? Because no matter how good of a singer you are, your tracks are never going to sound perfect. They're never going to be perfectly in pitch with each other. Even if you're on the right pitch, you might be slightly off by a few hertz. So what we're going to do is take each of these tracks and press the limit to key button and turn pitch correction all the way up. Now, this is the reason it was important to know the key that we're in and why we put it in G major, because if we had it set to C major and we were singing in G major, then when we pressed limit to key, it would be trying to fit our notes into the C major scale, and it would sound all wonky. So that's why it was important to know what key we're singing in, so that we can add this pitch correction. Now, if we listen back to that, it might sound a little robotic, but it will sound very nice. Right? That sounds very nice. It still sounds slightly flat, though. So what I'm going to do is on this first line that's pretty low, I'm going to take this and I'm going to go to the low part and I'm going to turn that up a bit, and I'm going to turn the mid down, and I'm going to turn the high down. Now, this will make it sound a little bit weird, but when they're all together, it'll sound a lot nicer. Now they all blend together really well. Now I'm going to add some high vocals. Here's the things with high ones. I'm going to turn the reverb all the way up because this is going to be on falsetto and it's going to be like, ooh. Now I'm not gonna do pitch correction on this one because it's gonna be sliding, and sliding does not play well with pitch correction. Right, I really love how that sounds, but these falsetto parts are taking over a little bit, so I'm gonna make them quieter. Listen to that back. In the jungle, the mighty jungle. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the quiet jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. That's something I'd be comfortable posting on the internet. Now, I could spend a lot more time perfecting it, but I'm going to leave it there because I don't want this video to be an hour long. So, the main things that we need to remember is get your bass line and your harmonies down first. Find out what key the song is and make sure you set it to that so that you can do a little bit of pitch correction if you want. You don't have to. Make sure you add at least a little bit of reverb to each track so that it doesn't sound super flat. Make sure to volume control certain tracks because sometimes one track can take over another and you want to lower the ones that are standing out, because in the background vocals, you don't want anything to stand out. You want it to all blend together perfectly. So if one thing is too loud, you want to bring it down to the same level. Even if that's a good track, you don't want it to stand out at all. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helps you, and you should definitely tag me if you decide to make a little arrangement like this because you saw my video. Let me know if you want me to do more tutorials in the future, because I can also do some tutorials on producing like orchestral music or things like that. So just let me know. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe the video if you liked it. And goodbye. Man, it's going to take forever to edit this.